Welcome. We're ready to get the week off to a great start. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Atlanta Hawks. I'm Brian Anderson, courtside, along with Grant Hill and Tim Legler. Allie LaForce will be joining us in just a moment. And now, the Atlanta Hawks starters. Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Dyson Daniels out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5, roaming the paint. To 3, McCollum. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. And here in the early season, Tim, what are you watching from these teams now?
Well, I'm looking, BA, for roles and how they have evolved and changed from a year ago. It's amazing how much difference just one season can make, putting guys in better position to succeed.
How much will rotations change through the months now?
Significantly. I think coaches are trying to find out who they can trust as you get deeper into the season.
Chicago's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Uzelis' shot is good.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Uzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
McCollum draws the double. On the wing, Rizachet. McCollum against Jones. Three-pointer. And Ivy pulls it down.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
From behind the arc. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And something Ivy continues to improve. He's becoming a real threat from downtown.
Tim, a top 5 pick in 2022. Jaden Ivey battled inconsistency in his first few seasons.
Well, he is an explosive athlete, and at this level, you can't dominate with speed alone. So he's continuing to put in work, and he's making real strides. Yeah, he goes to the fadeaway right there. I think he thought the defense was a little bit closer.
The 3 from Okoro, rebounded by the Hawks. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the year.
Last year, these two gave us a very entertaining season series, splitting the games.
Well, they gave us great matchups a year ago. Hopefully, that's the case again now.
Oh, got that one up quick. Ivy's got 8.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Jones against McCollum. And stolen by Jones. Oh, and a fast break for Chicago. A nice shot by Ivy.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Pass to Rizachet. Three-pointer. He drops it from range. Rizachet's got his second bucket on the night.
I love how competitive this kid Rizachet is, coming right back with his own triple. I just love the ball.
Hawks trail by 10. McCollum looking it over. Kongwu up top. Up top, Johnson. Back to Kongwu. Oh, the dunk by Kongwu!
Well, that was a very well-designed set, and it resulted in a dime from Jalen Johnson.
Jones against McCollum. And the shot goes in. 5 points in the game.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Adjustments are everything in this league, and you need to maximize your time to make those adjustments.
Some changes for Chicago. Anthony Simons comes in for Okoro, and it's Josh Giddey in for Ivy. Pass to Kispert. Landale with a screen. Here's Alexander Walker. And the first shot of the night for him, no good.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
And that one's good. Giddey.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Chicago leading by 12. Lets it fly. And it's Simons missing. The Hawks have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Kispert's shot is good.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Giddey passes to Simons. Outside Jones. Pass to Buzelis. Simons, a screen on Kuminga. And here's Collins for three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
And with the clock almost at zero, great awareness on his part.
And so it's Jaden Ivey making things happen for Chicago. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Bulls.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
Anthony Simons out there with Josh Giddey. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then there's Jalen Smith. And it's Asenge in at the power forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Here's Alexander Walker. No good on the triple. And so Simons will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. This is the most they've led, 13 points.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Now here's Alexander Walker. 17 points in his last outing. McCollum outside. Drains the triple. McCollum's got 8 points.
Well, you're talking about a guy who's about 40% from deep over the course of his career. C.J. McCollum has been doing this at a high level for a long time.
Sexton misses. Hawks trail by 12. Well, Tim, one of the more freakish athletes in the league is Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, Brian, he is electric in transition. His skill level and IQ are still developing, but it's really hard to put a ceiling on his potential.
Like sometimes the threes can really boost your confidence, and I'm sure it'll do just that for Giddey.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
Hey guys, can we show some love to the defense in that game? They were relentless. They were dominant. It was just a great performance overall.
I just thought they looked focused all night long. At no point did they relax or take their foot off the gas.
Jalen Johnson, he's checked in for the Hawks. For three, McCollum. And Atlanta misses again. Chicago leading by 15. Okoro outside. Pass to Collins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Give him 8 points now.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Now here's Landale. 8 points in his last timeout. Here's McCollum. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
From Pete Giddey. Kuminga pulls it in. Hawks trail by 15. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's McCollum. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries. For Chicago, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Ivey, that one's wide left. Atlanta has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second.
2 minutes.
Pass to McCollum. Outside Kuminga. Outside Johnson. And here's Alexander Walker. Over Giddey. Collins with the rebound.
Well, he has yet to put points on the board, and his team is hurting because of it.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
So, guys, Trae Young's contract in Atlanta was coming to an end, and both sides could not reach an agreement on a long-term contract extension. So trade talks ensued, and Trae Young finds himself in a new destination that now makes him the lead franchise guard in a new home.
A new day. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. Chicago leading by 13. Here's Ivey. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Ivy's got 13 now.
Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Daniels outside. There's 57 seconds left in the first half. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Johnson. Uncovered. And Ivy pulls it down.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
And the bucket is good. He's got 7.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Pass to Rizachet. Outside Johnson. Fires the 3. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. The Bulls have gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Ivy's shot is off.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
Johnson passes to Okongwu. Now Rizachet. 4-3. Unable to get that one. And so it's Chicago, leading by 17 at the end of the period, building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
In the Western Conference, Nikola Jokic.
For the Joker, last laugh is typically on the opponent. No.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Bulls. That's it for us.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You gotta like what Jaden Ivey has done in this game.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder. Johnson and Okongwu, the duo inside. Daniels and Rizachet out on the perimeter. And it's McCollum at the point. And the last few seasons' legs, C.J. McCollum playing mainly point guard. And for his career, mostly at the 2.
Yeah, listen, he can play either, certainly can be a lead guard when he needs to be, but shooting and scoring off the dribble is really his bread and butter, and he can get to it from any angle, any platform, in any situation.
Great player regardless.
Absolutely.
Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And yep, it's good.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Collins with a screen on McCollum. Jones, the pass to Collins. Can't hit that one. Hawks trail by 18. From the wing. Pass to Johnson. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. There's McCollum with the 3. The Bulls have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Jones. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Jones has got 9 points.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
There's McCollum with the 3. Oh, that bucket gives him his 7th field goal in 12 tries.
Well, that is in his wheelhouse right there. C.J. McCollum can absolutely torch you off the dribble.
Collins passes to Jones, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the NBA is cutthroat. All-star Kevin Durant said, you've got to build up that dislike for guys that you're competing against, and you can't be friends while you're on the court. It's a dog-eat-dog world, especially when you're at the level of greatness. You don't want anybody to take that thing you've got. BA, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, BA, I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost.
2 minutes remaining.
And Ivy gets it to go on the assist from Jones. Ivy's got 20 points.
And with the talent and the competitiveness that Ivy has, we're going to see a lot of nights like this in his NBA career. It's just a matter of how many.
Back to Okongwu. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu!
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standard, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of muscle.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. And the NBA certainly responsive to the fans, Tim, but some say they just want to complain.
Well, the social media era has given fans more of a voice than ever before, but it also breeds shorter attention spans, so the league is right to be proactive.
Smith, he's checked in for Buzelis.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Back to McCollum. Puts one up from 19. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 6 rebounds in the game. Ivy goes in, and he dunks it down.
And he is a hard charger. Ivy only plays at full speed, a great burst on his drives.
58 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Outside, Alexander Walker. Outside, Rizachet. Lets the 3 fly. Chicago with a rebound.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Jones, the pass to Ivy. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got his 6th assist of the night.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
McCollum, the pass to Landale. Now here's Rizachet, guarded by Okoro. Rizachet drives in. Smith with the rebound. Chicago has got it going from the perimeter in the third. 4 for 4 so far. There's a screen. He gets it up. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Buzelis, Josh Giddey out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Colin Sexton, and it's Smith in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. There's Simons with a 3. Kuminga pulls it in. And so McCollum will bring it up for Atlanta. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game of the Nets. It'll be their second game of a 4-game road trip.
Yeah, Kuminga will look for any opportunity to throw it down.
Here's Simons. Yep, count it.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Alexander Walker, the 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Sexton, that's good.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the 3-point line.
McCollum outside. Down low. Here's Kispert, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
Sexton finds Smith. 3-pointer, Buzelis sinks it from distance.
And he doesn't waste any time at all. Buzelis got the ball and just attacked right away.
McCollum with it. Outside, Alexander Walker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now.
That's good from Giddey on the assist by Smith.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
We've had the in-season tournament for a few years now, Grant. What's your opinion on it?
You know, BA, I think it's working out pretty well. I mean, the NBA Cup, it's drawing increased fan interest, and the players are invested. So what's not to like about it?
2 minutes.
For three, McCollum. Chicago with a rebound. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. Chicago has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. Here's the three. Knocks down the long J. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
Three-pointer, Kispert gets the 3 ball to go.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Bulls.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score it like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
Well, Simons is relentless. That's why his teammates and coaches encourage him to take the initiative offensively.
There's McCollum with the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has let up since they have the lead.
You have to admire Sexton's confidence. Fantastic initiative in understanding when to shoot off the catch.
There's the 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Simons with it, now guarded by Landale. They get it back. Here's Buzelis. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Kispert outside. McCollum outside. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll do it, folks. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying